Drew Crow, it's the MFG here, and we made it to Virginia. We're at the ATDM Summit 2025, and I'm about to rock this building. I know we might have some of this glass blowing off of these walls. Shout out to buildsubmarines.com. Shout out to the Maritime Industrial Base for having me out. I can't wait to rock this stage and ignite you all to talk about the call that we've got to answer. There's a call to duty. We're going to answer it today. They've been answering it at ATDM. We're going to talk about how to support them, how to get in the system, and how to take it all the way to the top. I can't wait. Let's go.
We were founded in 2002. We officially are 23 years old. We entered this building in 2004. Just celebrated our 20th year in this building.
Matt Sherman said, "What can you do next? How are you involved? How can you contribute to this?" Actually talked about this at dinner, and we talked about the lifespan of a ship that's 30 years old.
Challenge back to the Navy. We have citizens throughout the country who come to our recruiters, and not all of them get accepted. But there is no formal program to help those young men and women know about programs.
Motors, generators, and we manufacture something like legacy parts.
Think about that. Can somebody tell me what percentage of commercial shipping China builds today?
Founder of the new American manufacturing renaissance. Agent, let's welcome Mr. Andrew Crow. Hold your phone up. Now hold it up higher. Now ask yourself, why you need to apply yourself 100% the first time? That's how we answer the call. There's no more halfway holding phones. There's no more halfway reaching out to communities. There's no halfway building programs. There's no more thinking about it. We're staying our full selves. And this is the way that it happens. I won't spend a lot of time on talking about the problem, because if you're in this room right now, workforce is number one. We don't have to keep talking about that. But I will tell you that we're facing a 2.1 million fulfilled manufacturing workers problem. But let me translate that, because we're talking about language. Let me put it in language that you understand. 2.1 million threats to our national security. That's 2.1 million gaps in our industrial base. That's 2.1 million opportunities to rebuild American strength and American communities. And we have the power in this room to answer the call. As leaders of American manufacturing, you all have access to something that's more powerful than any of the machines that we work on. The power to answer that call. We're talking about what we're competing with. They say it's the gig economy and kids rather work there. They say it's the education system and nobody wants to go. They say all these different things. But the truth is, we're only up against ourselves. The people we're trying to recruit are not at the table. When you're building out your program, do you have students at the table? When you're building out your marketing program, you're helping a company that's a marketing company that probably knows nothing about manufacturing and the nuances of the program that you as a CEO or a marketing head like. It's attractive to you. So you're not the person that we're trying to hire and recruit and get into this industry. We're talking about ports and different infrastructure that's 125 years old, and we're using the same recruiting and retention tactics that we did when the ports were made. And we're wondering why our 125-year-old recruiting and retention processes aren't working. So again, as I talked about in the beginning, I'm not here to motivate you. I'm not here to inspire you. If you were looking for motivation and you were looking for inspiration, you should have caught me on the road 2 years ago. But these past 2 years, I've been activating communities. I've been activating technical colleges. I've been activating training centers. So as I close this thing out, there's only one question that matters. Before I ask, I need you to do one thing for me. Take out your phone. That's how we answer the phone. Because somewhere out there, there's a kid standing at the crossroads. There's a veteran wondering if their skills and their time that they put in even matter. There's a community willing to roar back to life. And they're all asking the same question. Will you answer my call?
So this is actually the most exciting part about the program for me personally. Hopefully it is for you all as well. But you know, we talk about all these transformational opportunities that we have. We talk about all these amazing things that we can do through our industry. We got to see a lot of data. We saw numbers, and we saw how many people are coming through here. We can see how many people graduate and where they're placed, and placement rate and all that. But that doesn't put a face on it, right? And this is where it becomes real, right? Shouting out the people that took the time and made that investment to change their lives and also change our industry as well. So I know we already gave them a round of applause, but I think we owe it to them to give them another one.
So my prior experience was I started off as a welder fabricator for WXC at 18, 19 years old. About 4 years shortly afterwards, I was running water jet, did some furnace work, ran a crane. I was trying to pick up every little thing that I could. Show up for us the way you want to show up for you.
Come on, that's powerful. Drop your mic, baby. He said, show up for them the way that they want to show up for you. And have you seen from everybody in here, they've got a passion. They love this industry. They want to keep growing, but unless you answer the call, it's not going to happen.
And with that being said, also, when you're getting these new individuals, we're all also reacclimating our entire lives to this new thing. And that's human for everyone. Everybody goes through it. But specifically right now, we're going to ATDM. We spend 4 months studying. It's an incredible job. You're told it's going to pay you great. You're going to move to this new city. We're moving to a new city, a new environment, a brand new job. There is adjustments to that need to be understood, because we want some of that energy. We want to be understood that.
To future students and future graduates, all I ask is that you take this seriously, because coming out and going into the workforce, especially as a shipbuilder, you are directly responsible for the project's completion. Every part that you touch, every piece of material you may handle, that is eventually going onto a military vessel. So please, if you are coming into ATDM, I encourage you to take notes, ask questions, advocate for yourself. If you have questions or you don't have a thorough understanding of something, there are tutoring opportunities available. You have instructors that are on hand. These are small classrooms. You have your own machine to work with. Yeah, good luck.
It's the MFG Day 2 of the ATDM Summit right here in Danville, Virginia, and I'm super excited. You wanna know why? Because as a country, as a nation, we're gonna be building a bunch of these. You're gonna be helping us. At ATDM, they're gonna help you build giants, but not just build giants, they're gonna help you build yourself, build a career, build a future. Today, we're gonna show you how. You're gonna hear from students, future students, former students, you're gonna hear it all, and we're gonna get you locked in with all the information on how you can enroll and you can start building giants today. Let's get it. Day 2, baby. MFG again, I'm at ATDM, but now we're inside the Maritime Training Center of Excellence. And let me tell you, just like this quote says up here, the human experience shows that people get things done, not organizations, not management systems. It's the humans that are making the change to make America be what we once were. And I'm gonna tell you like this, today we're gonna get to talk to some of the students. We're gonna show you, what's wrong and where the lifeblood of our American manufacturing industry is. And it's right here. Let's go. MFG here. And of course, as a CNC machinist, you can see my spidey senses tingling right now. We're bringing you on an exclusive tour of ATDM and the Maritime Training Center. And I got my man right here with me. What's your name?
David Galton.
David Galton, can you tell me a little bit about where we're standing right now and what we're gonna see?
Yeah, we're in the NTC, which is the National Training Center that is housing ATDM currently. We're in the CNC lab, which you see behind me. And yeah, we train students over a 16-week period to have a successful career in the MIB, Maritime Industrial Base.
All right, and when I travel the country and I'll tell people about the part that they could play in building submarines and getting into the Maritime Industrial Base, a lot of people think about welders, right? And we think about maritime, people think about welders, but tell me a little bit about how a CNC machinist can make a difference on the submarine.
Well, he can make a difference in a lot of different ways. So, welding is a valuable skill, is needed. We need more welders, but we also need more machinists. So some parts, like whether it be medical, aerospace, or in a submarine, they're very critical and very precise. And we're teaching students to make those extremely precise components.
And repeatable. Right? So I'm gonna take a tour. We're gonna let you all come along and see us and have fun, man. You might wanna start your classes here and be a CNC machinist on the submarines or supporting the base. Let's check it out. Tell me a little bit about, the students. Looking at, got some young guys, we got some later in life, really good mix of people. Are we training everybody? Who we're looking for?
Everybody. It's all walks of life from all over the country, so it's incredible to see everyone come in at one spot in 4 months, create a team from, like you said, straight out of high school to, retired and looking to do something else.
Everybody's got an option.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So my next question would be, what type of stuff are y'all able to make here? Are you all making, just parts to measure and get the skills up? Or are we actually putting our hands on making real components for submarines and Navy and real customers?
We really incorporate teaching these guys the fundamentals of the CNC. So we start, from operating blocks, learning the different cutter comps, different ways of engaging things, and then the students actually go into programming their own G-code all the way fully, making their parts, assembly parts, something that's got a true position together. So it's really incredible to see what they can do when they put their mind to it.
In only 4 months.
That's only 4 months.
That's amazing. So the last question is, if I'm a kid at home or I'm a later in life person and I don't have any experience in any of this stuff, could I still be a good candidate to sign up for ATDM?
Yes, sir. 100%. Most of the time, we get people that they just heard about it and they want to know anything. So we do have some that come from industry that have a little bit of machining background, but we have a lot of students that have never done anything with machines. So it's amazing to see what they can do in 4 months with no training at all.
So it's crazy. So whether you got a little taste, whether you have nothing, tell the people how they can get started. Where can they go to get more information and sign up?
Go to atdm.com or buildsubmarines.com and then start there, and you can get the application and reach out, and our team will help you.
All right, thanks, Rob.
I like I said, when they come in, they're just like, I don't even know where to start. It's all good.
Yep.
We've got time.
We're gonna get you there.
We got our process to bring you where you're comfortable with it.
So are you finding like people are coming and they're intimidated with the math and stuff?
Yeah.
And kind of getting them.
Well, we start, all the way around one, because we understand it's been a while since people may have seen trig.
Yeah.
Of that nature. So we'll just work our way up and build back up to where they get that.
Start getting the minor wins and stuff. Yeah,
Exactly,
yeah.
exactly. And then I think for myself, I'm a real hands-on learner. So anytime we go from talking about in the class, let's head down to the shop. Let's start putting our
Do it
hands
right
on
now. Man, the applied is exactly,
That's it.
man, I was
That's it.
telling kids sometimes that like, they would algebra class since we were associate's degree, right? And they'll go to like algebra 1 or go to like rudimentary math, and then they come into our class. I'm like, dog, sine and cosine, you're doing radiuses right now, bro. Like you can do geometry, and they're like, oh damn, yeah,
Yeah.
it's dope, man.
It's exciting. They get excited about it too when they start seeing their, hard work and then they're producing stuff.
Yes.
Especially when they code, man. I'm gonna tell you, they really impress me.
That's what's up. So what are we doing over here at this machine? We're doing a little
Great environment. We do our best to replicate the struggle. It's also taking kind of coincide with if you were on the job. There's a lot of that. I know in my time, I had people I worked right beside me.
Yep.
We take
yeah. Force nice and lit up, clean in here. It's just amazing. That's dope. Does every student have like these toolboxes, tool to a machine, or are they getting their own and leaving in the field with it, or how's that work?
So as the boxes are, they have all the measurements, everything they need for that. We do have a tool crib where they come with their setup sheets.
They'll get whatever they need for
all out they need for a certain job. That way they can come out here and build it up.
Dope. Okay.
But as far as measurement and anything they need at the machine, we keep it supplied in the box.
Okay.
So they have it work through it.
Awesome. And then there a student working the tool crib as well, or is that
That's
okay.
And managing all that.
There you go.
Yes, sir.
Make sure it gets back in the spot it's supposed to be too, right?
Yes, sir.
That's what's up. What are some of the initial challenges that you think people are facing or are helping get over? I know for me, when I was in the field, when people didn't know what machines were, even if they knew it or even if they'd run a simulator a lot of times and they know their program's good, they still want to step down and they want to, MO and, do that. Finding that here, or are people just really ready to get into it and do their thing?
The one thing I've seen is it's new. It's a beast, right? And I think show that good respect. We try to make sure they have a lot of respect for the machine. Because when you're trying to fly through and get too comfortable, that's when things can happen.
Big crashes.
Yeah. So that's one thing. The challenges of making it in like 3D space.
Okay.
Trying to, thinking about what machine's gonna do to get happen.
Yeah.
But like I said, it's just incredible to see what they can do.
That's dope. That's dope. And get a quick pan real quick. Machine per person. There's not a lot of training centers and community centers and places that are doing this that have brand new quick access machines, and definitely even less that have one whole machine per person. That's amazing. I also want y'all to look at, the demographics makeup of everybody here. It's a spot for you, whether you're young, whether you're old, whatever you are, polka dot, pink, red, yellow. Y'all can come here and get these skills and get this money. This is amazing, man. Thank you for this quick tour. Let's go look at the lace.
Let's check them out.
Yeah.
Same as possible. But also, if they do make a error, why do we do it? Let's see what checks we have to follow through. And just
not do it. We don't have to do it again. Yeah.
Exactly.
Man, dog. Pleasure to meet you, my brother.
Talk to you, man.
Keep up the great work, my dude.
Thanks, sir.
Yeah. But I just wanted to come in here and really just encourage y'all, you know what I'm saying? And I know y'all are like, why can you encourage me, right? Who is this dude? Remind you of who you were and pull you back and who you were. Y'all are already too far in your investing stage. Don't stop to argue with nobody, right? So there's people that come up to me every day and say, oh, Drew, you were a thug, you were a dope dealer, you were a baby daddy. Yes, I used to be a thug, a dope dealer, a baby daddy. And we gotta say that, right? Because we acknowledge where we were, we take accountability for what we did and those labels that we earned for ourselves. And again, you too far in your investment to stop and argue with anybody, right? I'm on my way too, right? So I used to be blank, whatever people come to you with, but now I am, So now I am a student learning welder. Now I'm becoming a welder. Now I'm becoming the next person in my life I'm supposed to be. Now I'm becoming financially stable. Now I'm becoming, a man or a woman or whatever you want to be, right? So I used to be. You acknowledge it. You take accountability. But now I am. Give yourself grace that shows you how far you came, right? Because the person you are sitting in this chair right now is not the person you were when you were online filling out that application to come here, right? No, so your growth doesn't stop here. It's a continuous thing, right? Because again, the more you invest in yourself, the more interest is gonna come in forms of people that wanna help you out, people that wanna get you to where you wanna go, opportunities, money, right? These things are gonna come. So I was, now I am, and I'm on my way to. Remember that, remind yourself of that, and you're gonna take this thing as far as you can. I see them waving at me, so I think I gotta go, but I appreciate y'all. If any of y'all got any questions, yeah. So yeah, no questions. I actually, when I first learning how to do this stuff, I learned CAD CAM, right? And for me, you can show me something in the book. We can even go down to the lab and do it hands-on, but then I wanna go figure out how to do this for something that so the skills that y'all are learning is a passport, you know what I'm saying? You go wherever you wanna go, but for your mind, mentally, like you can literally make whatever, anything that you think in your mind, we in manufacturing, right? You can make it real. So great question. This is definitely a business.